the thing. Okay.
Woo!
Well, here's the thing.
Oh.
Okay.
Y'all heard about Three Musketeers?
Well, here's the
The Three Amigos?
Okay.
The three types of
Well,
hot sauce
here's
at
the thing.
Taco Bell? Guess
My
what?
husband.
It's Quattro today.
We out here MMA, not podcast, but show. Yeah, we talking things that you probably didn't know when we taking these places that you
It's like
probably
$10,000.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to We Out Here MMA, not podcast, but show, but now podcast. If you are watching this on the YouTube's visual communication, your boy just saw Arcanine. First edition, yay or nay?
Yeah. I got these way back when it was like the cool thing to do. I never, ever learned how to play them, but I had a binder full of them. I don't know what happened to the rest of the binder, but I have like 5 still.
Bro, our guest, well, first of all, let me talk about before we get, I got excited when I saw that card, but our guest here, our husbands, the husband to the top left in an RV, not a home, but in an RV because he understands content. King of content. Alex left got Acosta.
Yo,
It's the bottom with that fake ass plant, but beautiful t-shirt. Give it up for my other husband, Nick the Ear Dunn.
This is not fake, bro. Take it back. Can we
All
edit
right,
this, Alex?
All right,
Edit
it's
this shit out,
real.
bro. This is a real fucking plant.
And also, I got excited earlier because our next guest is one of our favorite husbands of all time. He's a favorite. And he also has an OnlyFeed account. Give it up for the guy that owns all first edition fossil cards of Arcanine Evolutions, Vincent Vera, aka Professor, aka Papi. Mexican martial arts. What's up, Vince? How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. I was looking very much forward to this event, and now that it's come and gone, I guess I'm talking about you. I've been looking forward to the event of us covering the UFC post event, and now I'm not because of how it came out. But I guess we have to
deal with it. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. But that is a first edition Arcanine, right? Did you collect anything else growing up other than Pokemon?
Oh my goodness. My wrestlers. I have buckets full of wrestlers and drawers. I have them all over the place. People think that's it, but I was obsessed with wrestling. I thought I was going to be a wrestler when I grew up.
Hey,
who's your favorite?
Never too late.
Hulk Hogan.
What?
It's still time.
That's the wrong answer, bro.
Bro,
That's
he's
the wrong answer,
racist,
That's the
though.
wrong answer.
Yeah.
You can't have a daughter named Brooke, bro. It's not okay.
Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, and Mankind is my trifecta.
Hey, what about HBK? Can I get HBK love? Come on, dog.
He was like,
Sexy
I don't know,
boy?
4.5.
Hey, what about this one? What about you guys know this guy? Dun, 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 dun. I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy.
Who is that?
I got
That's
the looks.
HBK.
Oh, Michael.
That drive the
Oh,
girls
man, I don't know who
wild.
that
I got
is.
the moves. That really.
Dude, I only
move 'em.
care about the Hardy Boys
You don't
and
know
Rey
Shawn.
Mysterio.
Oh, you
That's
can't
it.
know Shawn Michaels, bro. You don't even watch wrestling if you don't know HBK. Like, come on.
He's
man.
probably a
Heartbreak
Val
Kid.
Venus fan. Val Venus fan.
Oh, hey, Val Venus was cool though with the.
I don't like
Remember
the
he
Yeah,
has
yeah,
rope
hey.
and he started gyrating his hips all the time.
And we all did that when we were in the shower.
And he had the Derek Brunson hair too, like the blonde hair.
I don't like your
yeah.
guys'
What-
inside jokes. Okay.
Hey, I know who I liked? Rafiki. What was his name? Rashika?
Oh, Rakishi?
Rakishi.
Rikishi.
Yeah, with the
Yo,
blonde hair.
We all
Rafiki?
got it wrong.
The WWF Mark Hunt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys don't like Dolph Ziggler or
I can tell you right now that Gilbert's on Google looking up wrestlers because his eyes are going left
dude,
and right.
I know Eddie
He's like,
Guerrero. Bro, he's my
Dolph
favorite.
Hey,
Ziggler.
R.I.P., bro. That guy, I lie, I cheat, I steal.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, fool. Like that.
Oh, hey,
remember?
real talk, one of our favorite all-time wrestlers. Come on, CM Punk, let's go.
Nah, that's whack. What's the best finishing move of all time, Vince?
Crippler crossface.
That's a great answer, bro.
Wait, who does that
Chris
one?
Benoit's my
Chris
number
Benoit?
two.
Oh, okay.
Yo, you guys are
Remember he
wild
killed
right
his
now.
whole family?
Yeah. Hey, no lie.
Too
when I
soon.
was-
Too soon.
the
R.I.P.
games that we did used to play growing up, because I never played like shooting games or anything, but it was all the fucking wrestling games, WWF, SmackDown, Raw,
No Mercy.
and then
No Mercy
sports
was-
games. But I used to be a huge fan of Chris Benoit when I was a kid.
Me too.
And then remember, I
love
spit
Chris
in your
Benoit.
face of people who don't want to be cool. Carlito.
Talking about Carlito?
Yeah, bro. I used to fuck
Can I
with
tell you
Carlito.
something about Carlito?
Yeah.
So there was a storyline back in the day where I used to really think wrestling was real, and I still do. Okay, but there was a story.
Well, it's debatable that it was in the Attitude Era. I think they changed it now, but
this is definitely past the Attitude Era. This is like John Cena era when he was when Vince McMahon was dropping N-bombs and shit. You know what I mean? Like it was like around.
Whoa,
there.
is there?
I remember. Have you ever seen that clip
on camera?
Talking to Booker T.
Isn't that just Joe Rogan?
What's up, my N-word? And then he like, and then Booker T's like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
oh my gosh, we can't even say it in context anymore. Fuck.
I just want to say the N-word in context. That's the only way I want to say it is in context.
Anyway, so back to the Carlito thing. Sorry, I'll get over this and we'll talk about MMA. But there was a storyline about how Carlito stabbed John Cena in the nightclub. And John Cena was out of SmackDown for like a month. And I was like, the whole time I was a kid, I was like, yo, how come they haven't arrested this fool? This fool is like on SmackDown telling everyone, yeah, I stabbed John Cena.
I literally remember this.
You remember that shit, right?
Yes,
but
I
John
remember
Cena
this now.
was just filming the movie The Marine. Do you guys remember that?
Yes. I remember this shit. Now that you're saying it, it's like coming back. I'm like, I remember all this shit.
Hey, shouts out my real wrestling fans. That was like my era. That was like my middle school era.
Hell yeah. Get home at night, come home, turn the shit on. It's like at 9 p.m.
Yeah, bro.
I was watching.
No one's gonna stop this
when
man.
Hart died. That was freaky.
For
when who?
Owen Hart. When Owen Hart died,
when he fell
was
down,
flying on the thing, and I remember me and my dad, we were like, "What happened?" And like it went to commercial break. They just came back and kept fighting. And then like if you watch the documentaries and stuff, Vince McMahon was like, "This is what he would have wanted. The show must go on." They just kept fighting. And Vince McMahon didn't want to tell anyone until after that he was dead because he knew people would have a heart. But Vince McMahon didn't want to tell anybody. It was dirty.
I do got one more thing for this wrestling thing because obviously.
Oh, then let's move on after.
Yeah, because obviously Gilbert. Hey, wrestling it kind of fits in with MMA because we've had Brock Lesnar, we've had CM Punk.
It's another
niche. So for my actual wrestler people, do you guys remember when they all everybody got together and they made a rap CD? So like Rey Mysterio had his own rap song. You guys remember that?
619, bro.
Arriba la raza!
Yeah, because my dad bought us that. But everybody had their own rap song. The Rock had his own rap song. Like everybody had his own shit. It was pretty cool.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I got a pocket full of cheese and a garden full of trees. It doesn't matter.
I still have my burned copy of John Cena's album.
Oh, there he is.
Is that Craven the Hunter? What is that?
Oh, Michael.
Craven the Hunter. Bro.
And that's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh man!
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
I thought you pushed the button. I didn't know it was your voice. How did you change your voice like that?
I said that a billion times throughout my childhood.
No. Oh man. Well, I'd love to talk about MMA.
There he is.
What happened?
You're back.
Bro. What happened?
You were just
nothing happened. You were just.
I was here the whole time.
You were feeling the WWE, bro. Let's go.
You know what happened? Because I was thinking 5-time Booker T loves Israel Adesanya. Dude. Let's get into this past weekend.
Did you guys see that?
What a segue.
UFC 271 Israel Booker T Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker. Let's get into it. We'll talk about the Booker T just randomly being in the press conference.
Dude, that was nuts, bro. That was crazy.
It was nuts because Adesanya felt the same way in the middle of that. He was like starstruck.
Before Adesanya went on, we were watching the press conference, and then they were just like, because usually exactly, like if you watch all the press conferences, like me and Tiff do, we know all the reporters. We know who's
the same
talking.
people.
John, same people. And you hear this raspy like black dude's voice. You're like, who's that? And then it turns out to be fucking Booker T. That's pretty crazy.
Oh, really?
Of all people.
Yeah, I want to say that as soon as I heard his voice, I knew it was him.
Well, it's just like, Ocho Cinco does shit now, too.
Oh, yeah.
What's with these athletes doing, like, having
the crossover, bro?
So weird.
Crossover.
Is that sad, though? Because I don't know if I'm just being negative, but when I heard that, I was like, man, didn't Booker T make enough money? I thought wrestlers made a ton of money. Why isn't he just, like, in the islands right now?
I think he just likes the
That's good.
It's so fascinating.
You see Tom Brady at UFC 271 post-fight.
Hey, Vince. You remember when Booker T was like, Hulk Hogan, I'm coming for you, N-word?
That's what I was thinking of right now when you're talking about Vince McMahon.
and he's like, right after he says it, he's like,
oh shit, I should have said that.
Wait, why isn't he allowed to say that?
No, because they're on live TV.
You can't say that on live TV?
Back then you could have probably.
In context, maybe, but shit.
But shit. All right, guys, let's get into it. This is our fight recap. No cap.
Context. That's the name of this episode, huh?
Israel Adesanya, Robert Whittaker. I don't want to see this, man. I want to see you guys' big faces. But fine, Alex, we'll do this version. Guys, what do you think? I mean, Israel Adesanya won unanimous decision. Rob clearly thought he won. He was very vocal about that. So I'm curious to see where you guys fall in the decision. We'll start with RV guy. What do you think, man?
Right,
does it hold up for Adesanya, or do you kind of feel like Robert might have been able to squeak that out?
So everybody knows I went for Rob. I wanted Rob to win. Honestly, I don't think he won. I still gave it to Izzy. I mean, the only rounds I think that you can give to Rob were round 2. Round 5 was definitely Robert Whittaker's round, which to me is cool because like the last round, right? You win the fight, like you win that round. That's pretty cool. But round 2, I thought he won, but man, even round 2 was really close. Like you could still give that round to Izzy. I just think Robert Whittaker, I felt like had a good game plan. I felt like they were playing it smart, but he was just not aggressive enough. Like it looked like he was trying to barely win the fight. You know what I'm saying? And like when he came back from the first round, it kind of looked like he wasn't there. Like he wasn't turned on because like his coaches were like, "Come on, you got to believe yourself. Like you got to, you know." So it just seemed like it wasn't there. But with that, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have even been shocked if it was like 4-1 for Whittaker. I wanted him to win, but I think it was clear as day that Israel won. He kept center of the octagon. He kept the pressure going the whole time. He landed good at distance strikes. I mean, he won clearly in my eyes.
Yeah. Nick, Israel Adesanya, I would say, was probably a little more aggressive compared to the last fight in terms of like he was really throwing some power strikes there, even with the front kick. It was kind of like, dude, this guy's trying to like do some shit. What did you make of the fight?
Man, it just shows how good Robert Whittaker is, and it shows how much better Izzy is. Like I really don't know who's going to beat them at 185. Like I really don't.
Both fighters,
because like Rob has his skill set is very unique because he's very well rounded, but he's also so good at striking, and his wrestling looked great. I think if he had it, you know, a little bit more control, and I think Izzy's just a hard guy to keep down. But you know, Izzy looked way bigger in there than he usually does. Like he looks like he's putting on size. He worked on his wrestling. I just thought it was a much better showing for Rob. I think he did a really good job with his boxing. He was splitting his jab every single time. He was snapping Izzy's head back a lot. But I just think the low kicks was the difference maker, and I think he just wasn't able to hold down Izzy the way he thought he was going to be able to. So, you know, it was a great fight. It's one of those things where I do see them fighting again eventually because
really?
I feel like I think later down the line. You
don't think he's in a Benavidez zone?
No, because it was a close enough fight for him. The first one, like, think about fighting a guy like Izzy, who's standing in front of you, who is probably the guy for feints, setups, flashy setups all the time. And then for him to get knocked out the way he did in the first fight, and then for him to have a showing like he did in this fight, man, that's a lot of improvement. And it just shows how good Rob Whittaker is, because I don't think most guys would have that good of a showing after they got knocked out brutally by that guy in their hometown. Brutal. But yeah, it was a pretty nasty fucking knockout in the first fight. So this time, I think he's just happy that he didn't, you know, get cracked too bad. But yeah, I think he looked good. I think he looked great. Rob's amazing, man. He's amazing.
And then before we jump to you, Vince, I just want to ask Alex, our doctor of the group, did Izzy lose his gyno?
No, it's still there. It's just it's still there a little bit. I don't think it's just as aggressive. And I mean, I will say that because I've always talked about my gyno here, and I feel like no one believes me, but I sent a picture to our group chat.
You should show Vince.
And now y'all know I was telling the truth.
I think you purposely just shaped your tits look like slopes, but whatever.
Can I also say something?
Yeah.
Now what we're saying is now it doesn't look like you have gyno. Back
Oh,
when
no,
you were a kid,
it do.
you got gyno, bro. But now you got
Dude.
big old juicy pecs, and that's what we're looking at. We're not looking at the nips. We're
when
looking
you're
at
a
the juicy pecs.
Yeah, when you're a kid.
We're looking at those cum gutters, bro.
Okay, Vincent.
That's what we call them.
Vincent.
Hey, we got to make sure we do the fight who we think is for next Izzy, because I got a fucking heater.
We'll get to that. Vince, I'm assuming you were kind of sad of the result. So please, sir, the floor is yours. Let us know how you feel.
So when I've already said how I feel quite a bit on my other channels, but I want to talk about how, you know, I'm doing a different thing over there. So here on this platform, I guess I'll give a little bit of a different take. While I was watching, well, this was so when I was watching the fight, the entire time I was frustrated with Whittaker. I felt like he was holding back. He was hesitant. He wasn't following up. He was doing what Nate Diaz did at the end of his last fight, where you see an opening, the same thing Moreno did. You see an opening, it's like, why aren't you following up? Why are you giving him that moment? You can finish this. You can at least get some more points in. What's happening? Are you scared?
Yeah, he is, dude.
He is scared.
Well, I guess so. Yeah, I mean,
You're acting like he's standing in front of CM Punk.
Whoa, bro!
I said it.
So
I'd be
What's his real
scared
name?
in front
What's
of CM
Punk's
Punk.
real name, bro?
Charles Manson.
Charles Manson.
Charles
I will
Manson
fight
Punk?
you, bro.
that
Charles
was
Manson
quick.
Punk. I will fight you, bro.
So he
And
gave
lose.
up. He wasn't following up. He when he was grappling, he was letting things go. Everything was like not full commitment. It was half-hearted. And I remember at the end of the fight, I even said it for people, because I know there's people on my other channels who will. It's funny because I feel like I'm seeing the overwhelming majority of the comments on my channel saying Whittaker won. Whittaker clearly won. He got this, that, and that round. Here's why he won.
Really?
Look at the new rule set. There's a whole big thing about the new rule set. Everyone keeps pointing to. They're like, no, you guys don't get it. Here's why Whittaker won. Look at the rules. And hey. I'm not like, I don't have the time to look into all that, but I'll just say this, and maybe other people who have the time will know what to do with this information. It's like the fact that Moreno had more significant strikes against Figueiredo. He did. But the way people are thinking Figueiredo won is because those knockdowns counted for more. So a lot of people's take on this is because of the new rule set. They're like, okay, Adesanya got more strikes, just like Moreno did. But they're like, go back and watch it, as many people have. Whittaker is always the one beating him to the punch. Whittaker is the one that seems like, I mean, I'm hyper focused in on these things because of the way my eyes are when I do these videos.
No.
If you watch their faces, you see Adesanya's face taking more of that damage, like reactionary damage than Whittaker. You could
outboxed him, bro.
You know what blows my mind? Oh, he
the
did.
Triple jab.
Oh,
the jab
was nonstop.
Snapping his head back every time.
And I have a weird time articulating this with people because it's like, how do I want to, I have to take some time out of my day and figure out how to say this. Adesanya is black.
You're black, dude, yeah.
For people who didn't notice.
In context.
In context, he's black.
Maybe his bruises and stuff aren't going to show up as much on his face as it would on Whittaker's.
Yeah. Are you accusing him of black privilege in the ring?
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa. Hey, some might say Rob Whittaker looks like he might have some black privilege as well. You don't think Rob Whittaker looks kind of black?
His hair.
What?
His hair.
There's features.
We were watching the fight, and I was like, and my girl was like, is Rob Whittaker part black? And I go, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Hey, real quick, right? Just on Vince, because Vince is getting juicy right now. But
it's a hot take.
I will say,
I love it.
I will say this: the whole everybody talking about these rules and rules and rules. Texas hasn't adopted the new rules, so they're going.
Texas.
Yeah, they're going. They're going off the old ones.
See, that's a whole other thing. Like, I didn't even know that, and that just makes the whole thing even dumber. It's like, how is the UFC as a thing just gonna, like, from place to place to place to place, be a different fighter now? Fight different now. Remember, you're here now,
man.
So
That's just how it goes, bro. It's rough. It's hella rough.
But yeah, so I remember I even said at the end of the fight, because I know people on my channel think that I believe 100% Whittaker won. He should have won. Looked like he won. I even said at the end on my stream at the end of the fight something along the lines of, well, Adesanya is going to get it. It's going to be crazy if they give it to Whittaker. I'm going to be shocked if they give it to Whittaker. It was clear to me that they were going to give it to Adesanya. So it's weird. My answer is weird. It doesn't mean I think Adesanya won, but I knew they were going to give it to him because Whittaker, I didn't feel did enough based on what I know the UFC does, especially when Adesanya is in the championship fight.
Yeah, but it's also a testament to how close that fight really was, though. Like, that fight was pretty close, I think. I think it was a lot closer than some people made it out to be.
And I wanted to ask you guys this, and I don't know, maybe it'll backfire on me, but someone said this in one of my comment sections, and I thought, that's a good point. Someone said, if Adesanya fought Whittaker, like if the exact same match happened, but it was Whittaker with the belt, like if it was the first time around and it was this exact match, would they have let Whittaker keep it?
Oh, that's a good question.
And that's how you got to look at it. Like, forget the whole be the champ, beat the champ thing, because that's not supposed to be a thing. We forget.
It's not.
It's not, but unfortunately, I think it is. And you know what? I think Gilbert will like this comment that I'm about to make because he's a huge fan of this person. But the guy that I don't like, not the most, like obviously I like don't like Conor and Colby, but Michael Chandler. He made a tweet.
Oh, we got to talk about that.
He made a tweet, and he was talking about, like, Izzy just signed this new contract. It's the second highest paid aside from Conor. He's like, how dare you go in and just spar? And then he was like, this whole new thing about how a champion just needs to land a couple of clean strikes, and then that allows him to keep his belt is insane. And then he's like, how dare you go spar? I was like, you know, I don't like you, but I kind of agree with this.
You guys are wild.
You guys are wild.
No, dude. What are you talking about?
Let me get this back.
He's spitting like Jake Paul now.
Dude, I love Jake Paul.
Jake Paul hasn't won a fight in like 3 years, bro.
Fighter pay.
Bro, but that Justin, I know what I hate about him. Everybody's like, yeah, but that Justin Gaethje fight's not like a lot. I'm like, nah, he lost, bro. What are you talking about?
Pause. All right, hold on. There's a lot of things that are unclear right now. So let me start back at the top, Alex. Who do you think won the fight?
Oh,
the
Izzy.
Actual fight.
I thought Izzy won. Honestly, like when
Izzy
that fight was when that fight was done, I was like, yeah, Izzy did more in my eyes. I mean, Robert Whittaker did good things.
Oh, we'll get there, Mr. Vera, who can't give me a straight answer.
Izzy did more, and then like we rewatched the fight today, and like I think Whittaker had such a good chance. So when he got a good takedown on
Whittaker.
He got a good takedown on Izzy.
It's your turn. Go.
And I'm not like, I'm not like a wrestler or anything, right? But he has him against the fence, and Izzy's posted on one arm, right? Whittaker has one arm already held, and he could have reached and grabbed that other arm to pull it like the Habib style, but instead he started trying to punch. And I feel like in that moment, like if he would have like went through and kind of like try to get a better position, he probably could have stayed on top of Izzy for a little longer. But I think like he got the takedown and he's like, oh, let me hit him. And then let Izzy pop up. But like I said,
fire though.
Like I said, I think I don't even with the Michael Chandler thing, I think it's just because I'm not the biggest fan of Izzy, but I do think Izzy won. Like to me,
Michael Chandler's high, bro.
He was dominant. He stayed in the middle. He went forward. He landed really good leg kicks. He had some good strikes as well too. But it's just like at this point, it's like, you know, you get a takedown, but if you do nothing with it, like I can't be like flip-flopping, like, because if that happens to somebody else, I'm like, oh, no, that don't mean shit. But I can't be like, oh, Whittaker got it, so it means something. You know what I'm saying?
But the context matters, though, I think. It's like, in this situation with the takedowns, Rob Whittaker I don't think he did enough for the takedowns to really
count, right?
Yeah.
Not even count, but, like, there has to be a little bit more, at least control time. Right. And I don't think there was that much control at the very least minimum. Right. If we're talking just about takedowns, you have to be able to take the person down and control the pace of the fight. But unfortunately, Izzy was able to control the pace of the fight. Even after he got taken down, he popped right back up.
Yeah.
Like we're forgetting about the low kicks. Right. The low kicks did a lot of damage. And
Whittaker even said his leg hurt. It
was pretty close to being ended. I think if he hammered that low kick, I'm sure he probably could have etched out a finish, maybe. But Rob Whittaker is super tough, so maybe that's a stretch. But at the same time, as far as controlling the pace of the fight, who do you guys think had more control? Was it Izzy or Whittaker?
Izzy.
Some would say Whittaker.
I thought it was Whittaker.
What would you
and
say?
I think
What would you say?
Honestly,
what do you guys think?
the tricky thing with Adesanya is it messes with people's perspective because he's such a devoted counter fighter that if you're committed to his style, then you're gonna want to say he controlled the thing no matter what because he was faking the whole time or he was setting him into a trap the whole time. When someone else would be like, well, Whittaker was the one walking forward or whatever he was doing. So it's tough.
Yeah, but what I will say is to counter as far as like the other side of that argument. The other side of the argument is it's on Rob Whittaker understanding that these are feints and these are setups to be able to do more, to be able to engage with Adesanya and score those points. But that's why he went with the wrestling more of an attack than probably with the striking. But honestly, that jab, I honestly thought he was winning that jab. Like he was winning the boxing battle. Adesanya was winning the kickboxing and the overall control.
So Nick, you're going with Adesanya.
I think Izzy won. Like what you guys said. Do I think it was really close? Yeah. Do I think Robert Whittaker probably had one of the best performances against a guy like Izzy? Definitely. And I think there's no one else is going to be able to do that to Izzy that well, unless you're Khamzat.
And then shut up.
I know this is gonna sound like a cop out. I'm gonna say it should have been a draw.
Low key, it should have been a split. Honestly, it shouldn't have been a split. If we're gonna be like nitpicky, I think a split.
So are you guys upset at one of the judges scoring at 49-46?
That's
ridiculous. Mike Beltran did. I think.
Wow.
It was Mike Beltran?
No way.
I think that's what I was listening to Michael Chiesa talk about it, and he said Mike Beltran.
Shit.
I didn't even know Mike Beltran was a judge. I thought he was just a rep.
So because I've looked into the thing, when you get your ref certification, you can also get your judge certification at the same exact time.
That's smart.
Also, he just got a twofer. Didn't even know what he was doing at the judges table.
But
shit, man.
I'm curious to see what he said about it though. Like,
Gilbert, who did you? You haven't said anything. Who did you think won?
Whittaker.
I honestly thought Whittaker was gonna get his hand raised, but in my
mind,
I thought I was being biased because I was like, I felt like Izzy actually wasn't counter striking as much. I felt he was moving forward more than usual.
After the second time I watched it, I felt like Izzy won. First time, I thought Whittaker.
I thought Whittaker was gonna get his hand raised, but then then I watched it again. I was like, okay, he's pressing forward a lot more. I got nervous. What round was the when Rob took his back? Because I think that's where I started getting nervous.
Like the fourth.
Is that fourth?
Yeah, I think it was the
fourth. Third. Okay.
But for me, the fight was honestly kind of boring. Like it was like I think
you don't understand fighting.
This fight.
I was nervous, bro. I was nervous the whole time.
I think too because like the whole which I'm sure we're gonna get into. We've spent like 90 minutes on Israel.
Yeah, we'll move quicker.
But the whole fight card was literally like actually really fucking good.
And it was like
crazy. It was almost a finish every single fucking fight. And then like I said, we'll get to that. But the first fight was so good, bro. I was like, so when it came to this one, it was so calculated and they're both trying to fight so smart. It was kind of a little boring to me. And then I would like, because Izzy's so good. Like, I would like to see him just go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, just fucking go at these motherfuckers. Like
wilding, bro.
Well, I like what someone said. He's not fighting to get the belt or to win anymore. He's fighting just to keep the belt, and it's just all safe now.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever going to be the same fighter as long as he's the champion.
You sound like someone that doesn't like Izzy. I'm going to put that
low
out
key. You're kind of. I bet you're a Jon Jones apologist, aren't you?
I love Jon Jones, but I will say this for a fight because I know we're gonna talk about this, so I'll just start it. Okay, future fights. I was listening to the Shab show and all this shit, and they're like, and I listened to another show. They're like, there's no one else left for Izzy.
Yeah, I'm
like, with Brunson, I know we're gonna get to that, but with him losing. And he's basically claimed that he's only going to do one more fight. Y'all motherfuckers forgot that Alex Pereira is fucking coming up, bro. And this is a guy that beat Izzy 2 times in kickboxing, knocked him out the second one. But still, bro, that guy's huge. He has really good striking. I want to see that fucking fight. Put them in there. You can build a whole story. This is the guy that
Izzy double legs him, bro.
That's what I was saying, though. I was saying that today at work. I'm like, watch, you're gonna see Izzy all of a sudden turn into a wrestler.
All right, so that was Alex's matchmaker. Vince, we'll go with you. Actually, I'd like to hear also what your matchmaker for Robert is as well. So we got Izzy and Whittaker. Who you got for them next?
Who I think the UFC is gonna give them, or who they need to fight?
Yeah,
like who's gonna beat them?
Who do you think is both? Actually, yeah.
Pereira's gonna beat him. I've been thinking the same thing. Like Adesanya seems so confident about him, and I'm like, Pereira is coming in now against a guy he's beat twice, and now he only has more tools to beat him with. Because it's like, what is Adesanya gonna do? A flying guillotine? Like, he's not all of a sudden going to turn into a Gracie or something. So I'm like, he's only going to be more dangerous. The Brazilian coming in is only going to be more dangerous being able to go to the ground. Who they're actually going to give him, I'm sure it's going to be Cannonier, and Adesanya is going to destroy him.
He's going to destroy him, yeah.
Cannonier's just going to come forward like a striker, and Adesanya is not going to let him do that. We saw what Whittaker did to him. As far as Whittaker, maybe Acosta, just because of the names, just because of the excitement.
That'd be a fun
fans. Might not make sense, but it's all about names at this point. Yeah. I do want to say this real quick because I'm going to lose sleep if I don't ask. For those that think that Adesanya won, I do wonder, do you think Moreno should have lost then?
That fight was different. Like, to me, at least, that fight was closer as far as, like, you really didn't know what the fuck was going to happen after each, like, as far as, like, how to score after each round. Like, I felt like that fight was so chaotic and it was way harder to score. I think this one was easier to score, but in a lot of ways with the Brandon Moreno and the Davis and Figueiredo fight, if there's any fight that should be a draw, I think it is that one.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was so split and so even. And once again, it goes back to the criteria that you're using. And unfortunately, with the judges, they're not using the same criteria. Like, it's just, and that's what it is. That's what it comes down to.
I think it's all stupid. It should go till someone gives up or till someone gets knocked out.
Because honestly, the way the scoring is, it's like you have to win 5 5-minute fights. You have to win 5 or the best out of 5. Like, because it's not scored as a whole, right? Like, if you were to score the fight as a whole for Izzy and Whittaker,
I'd say Whittaker, honestly. The feeling I had watching the whole fight progress as a whole, that's why I thought Whittaker won.
I thought he won too. The only reason I was frustrated is because I knew what the perception of the judges would be. Because I thought he won, but I knew he wouldn't get it because I know the perception.
The thing that needs to change is the judging. Because like we were saying, like the whole you have to beat the champ to be the champ or whatever. That shouldn't be a thing. But I feel like with the judges that we have,
it's just there.
It's there for them.
Yeah, so it's because stupid media people like Errol Hawani keep saying that.
I know, but why not? Like, I don't. It's just stupid crazy to me how hard it is to like just not get like ex fighters, right? Have these ex fighters be the people that are judging these fights.
Some ex fighters don't want to do that shit.
But also, some ex fighters be helping their friends, and it gets kind of
that's true. Hey, but also, why not just live? Honestly, I just think, bro, if we had live scoring. Like,
I don't understand what, like, the only thing in the world that doesn't. Why wouldn't they? It's like it's critical to know.
It's the problem is with the commissions is that it's state run and it's different in each state.
But so like imagine the fights, how different they'd be.
But going to state, but it's like a whole national thing. It's like
why wouldn't they want
the government thing?
Why would the state and the government be like, sure, see the score?
Because it's money, it's resources, and they don't give a fuck.
But that's why your vote matters. That's why your vote matters. Yang 2024. All right, guys.
In context,
UBI. All right, guys. Co-main event. This was a tough one too. I want to know who you guys think won this: Tuivasa or Derek Lewis?
Bro, that fight was
spend 90 minutes on this fight.
Hey, I can go quick.
You know what, Alex? You go quick, Alex, because I know this is your fight.
I'm gonna say I'm a little bruised right here on my chest. Because when Ty won, I was like, "Just fucking go, bro!" Like, that was a cool fight to see. Like, I know Derek Lewis ain't a grappler, but to see Ty be able to like kind of protect himself against the ground and pound guy and get up and just to knock out D Lewis like this, man. Like, It's a good fight. I get nervous for Ty though because now he has to deal with like Curtis Blades and these wrestlers, and he's not training with DC anymore. But man, I was so hyped. I didn't want Derek to lose because I'm a huge fan, but I was so happy when Ty won. I literally was about to just find the shoe, but I only have my Birkenstocks right now, so I don't want to get them wet because they're leather. But I almost did a shoey by myself, and I was just hyped, bro.
Dude, Vince, who did you have for this fight?
Well, I'll answer it this way.
Let's go.
Oh, a chancla, fool, a chancla, fool, a chancla.
Let's go, dude.
Bro, I do it, but bro, look at that. See that sweat mark on those, bro?
Hey,
It's like Khabib was saying. I don't know if you saw that Metaverse fight. He's like,
Bro,
hey,
put on my shoe, it tastes spicy.
Nick, play matchmaker for me. Who do we see Ty fighting next?
Okay.
I mean, he beat what he's like ranked 11, and he beat
He's
number
ranked
4
3 now.
Yeah.
I think.
What?
Yeah.
Who's made
move
a
that
bigger
fast?
jump from
Yeah, he's
11 to 3?
Bro, you beat Derek Lewis. Okay, look. I think
I haven't even
people
looked
don't
at
understand what a big deal beating Derek Lewis in that fashion is. I know people shit on Derek Lewis and people think like, oh, he's like lazy, he doesn't want to fight. But like this guy had
I didn't say those stereotypes.
No, people talk about that. Like, people,
Whoa,
as
Nick.
far as like, you know how like he only trained like 30 minutes and it's like the ceiling of Derek Lewis wasn't as high because of his work ethic, at least, right?
I do know what
But he
you're
was
saying
so
though,
open
because
about
I feel that
That
way.
was the narrative. That was the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
But he's kind of done a 180 and
He's a
he
beast,
has
dude.
the most knockouts in, I think, UFC history, right? Or is it heavyweight?
UFC history.
I think it's
UFC history,
one
which is
FC,
a crazy statistic in PFL. But like Ty was another one of those guys
yeah.
who wasn't seen as elite. Like he wasn't seen as like, he's a journeyman. He got cut from the UFC. Now he's back. And then now he's in the top 3 heavyweight division, right? Like that is so crazy. But it's because people sleep like on Ty Tuivasa, but his skills are getting better and better. He's always had these skills, but now he's diversifying how he's using those in those fights. You know what I mean? So like the fact that, like, you know what I mean? But with Derek Lewis, he fought that fight perfectly. Like he did a really good job. Yeah, he was a little bit of trouble, but I think it wasn't anything that he wasn't worried of. Like he was comfortable with the whole time. So him fighting on the inside, landing that big elbow, chef's kiss.
Hey, and Ty's clean, bro. Like
Super
his
clean.
head
He got great tech,
movement,
bro.
His head
Great
movement,
tech.
bro. Dude, one of his cousins came into Super Air once, and I was talking about him, and he was telling me, he's like, dude, so people see Ty and like he's some big like heavy set guy. They were like, if you ever see him in person and you see his legs are gigantic. He's like, he has tree stumps. And he was just like, bro, getting kicked by this guy is insane. So I have to do it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You get dysentery, bro.
Here's the thing. I know I've seen Alex
disease.
I've seen Alex work out in those Birkenstocks where he'll put his actual foot on the gym floor and then put it back in the Birkenstock.
Hey,
and I know this guy
tastes like pepper.
Dude, you're gonna
get spicy.
Dude, you just got gonorrhea, dude.
HPV
for
right
Ty
now, bro.
Tuivasa, he is on a 5-fight win streak. This guy's they're all like the last 3 performances of the nights. Beat Derek Lewis. I'm gonna say you give him you give him Cyril Gane.
Oh,
you give him Cyril.
Nah, bro.
Poor Cyril.
Hey, I can see him though. If Ty can use those leg kicks, bro, and slow down Cyril Gane, I think we can't look at Ty serious because he's like some young kid that likes to party and shit. But dude, his striking is clean, bro. Like he's really clean with his striking.
Okay,
so
I have a better I have a better one. Ty Tuivasa, Jon Jones.
No one got excited for that.
No, it's just the wrestling. It's just the wrestling that gets me nervous.
Nick did this, and he thought we were all gonna say yeah, but no one said anything.
But guess what? It doesn't matter because in my head, everyone's like, Nick. Everyone's cheering my fucking name. Okay.
Best matchmaker. Best hypothetical matchmaker.
Hey, that was fire in my head, bro. I tested on Tiff earlier. She loved it, bro.
All right, so you have that one. Vince, who did you have for? I forgot your matchmaker.
Oh, it's Tuivasa, definitely.
Say
Derek
Olenek,
Lewis is. I felt like he's been on his way out forever, and it's like
no.
No.
Said,
Oh wait,
Who do you have for matchmaker as for Tai Tuivasa? Who does he fight next?
we know Taiwan because
I just wanted to rag on Derek Lewis as much as I could. Tuivasa.
Who do you like? Who do you like? Feed him. He's hungry. Hungry hippo.
I think
Lesky Olenek.
Probably. I think Gain. I think Gain, just out of respect because of I think they're gonna want to give him. I think he's hot right now. I think they're gonna want to feed
so
that.
Hot right now.
Give him the toppest guy that he can get. He's not gonna get Nogano. I mean Ngannou. I forgot where I was.
Nah, Nogano.
Nogano.
I call him Nogano because of you, honestly.
Because of you, dude. I say the same thing. People become dumb.
Nogano.
And guess what? I heard some stuff that he's gonna be Nogano. He might be staying in UFC, yo.
Oh, so he's Stegano?
He's
Stegano.
He might be Stegano, bro.
Stegano, dude. All right. Let's go through the rest of the card. What did you guys think about the Cannonier fight? I think to me it was kind of just like, I was sad for Derek Brunson. I wanted that guy to get one more shot, and then Cannonier did his miss cross / whoops, Bruce Lee back fist.
Ooh, right on the chin too.
Yeah, he won that fight. I think people were like hyped about that, but I'm like, bro, he's not beating Izzy. Just still watching that performance, I'm like, I don't think he can even beat Robert Whittaker if he got another shot. I think they're no one's on their level. Those two guys at the top. So
can I say one thing though? If there's gonna be one guy,
say one thing though,
Izzy, it's fucking Chimaev, bro. He matches up well with Izzy. Oh my
god,
him and Pereira beat out. I can't believe it. I thought we all were on board with that.
I'm talking about just with Khamzat's like wrestling control. I think he can give Izzy a lot of problems, bro.
A lot of problems. Let him fight one good fighter, and then we can keep talking about this.
Bro, we were talking about
this guy
today.
different, bro.
Everybody was talking about, all right, here's his first test, Li Jingliang. Then he went and smashed him, and now everybody's he still hasn't fought anybody. Bro, at some point,
that's not a test, though. That's not a test.
At some point, everybody's going to have to put respect on our boy's name. I'm telling you right now, Khamzat's about to run through Gilbert Burns like this. He's going to run through him like this.
It's annoying they're not booking the fight already. I want to see it already.
Nobody wants to fight this fool. There's a reason why nobody wants to fight this dude. Like if remember Conor McGregor, right? When he came on the scene, everybody wanted to fight Conor because they were like, oh, this guy talks all this shit. I could double leg this fool. I can fucking do whatever I want to this guy. His style won't work. But no one's saying that about Khamzat.
Hey, yeah,
because everyone knows his style's a nightmare.
They mentioned him to Izzy, and Izzy's response
I'm saying that about Khamzat.
Okay, because in his head he's like, "Fuck, hopefully he stays at 170." That's
why middleweight dark horse though is Andre Muniz. That guy.
Yeah, that guy's jacked as fuck too, bro. And jiu-jitsu
dark horse, bro.
He broke freaking Jacare's arm and shit. Like, goddamn.
You know what I mean? Come on, dog. You better watch out.
But Jared Cannonier looked good. He's not beating Izzy, but he'll fight. He'll fight next.
Yeah, bro. Like, we don't care about Jared.
Yeah, that's rude,
it's just
bro.
like it's. I mean, but he's just like, he looked good, but he's not. No, he's not beating Izzy. That's all I'm saying. So neither is Sean Strickland. Strickland will get lit up like a fucking Christmas tree, I think, by Izzy. I think Izzy will just fucking do work on him.
Do you think Darren Till and Izzy would be like the most boring fight ever?
Yes, 100%.
They just stand there.
So goddamn boring.
They'd be trading memes the whole time.
Yeah.
That'd be fun though. That'd be fun.
That's fun. All right, guys, we got Renato Moicano submitting Alex's best friend, Alexander Hernandez. If you guys haven't been following the show, Alex does not like that guy at all. There was something weird. Like, I'm like indifferent with Alexander Hernandez, but like watch him get choked out, I was kind of like, yeah, get choked out.
I don't know why I don't like him. I don't not like him. I'm just saying, I just like as a joke, I'm like, yeah, fuck that guy because Alex doesn't like him.
It's
but
his face.
He commented. He kind of pompous though. He'd be saying some wild shit.
Is he? Okay.
But he's a fighter, so he has to though at the same time. But like he said that he doesn't know what's gonna happen next, and he has to really rethink things, and that kind of made me sad, and that made me kind of mad at Alex Acosta a little bit for making me feel like some type of way towards him. So
Hey,
fuck you, Alex.
when you go and you talk so much shit about Donald Cerrone, how he's an easy fight, he's an old guy.
He's trying to sell the fight, bro.
Donald Cerrone goes and beats your fucking ass, and then Cerrone loses, and then you go start talking shit about Cerrone like, oh, he's a quitter. It's like, do you not remember what he did to you? And then y'all remember when he fought Beneil Dariush, when they're running out, he goes for the hand touch. So Dariush goes for the hand touch, and right before they touch, he pulls his hand away and fucking teeth kicks him in the stomach.
Oh, I don't got to, bro. You got
I don't parry. It's called parry.
Nah. So when
it's called
and
parrying,
then also, I'll say this. His name was Alexander the Great Hernandez. And I'm like, you know what? That's kind of cool because my name's Alexander. I go with that. This man changed his nickname.
Yeah, he changed it
to the Great
Ape.
I'm like, bro, you making me not like you even more, bro.
He honestly probably knows about your branding and he just wants to piss you off a little bit. He knows. He probably watches the show. Shout out to you, Alex Hernandez. I'm a big fan.
Big fan. Hey, Alexander Hernandez, you should come onto our
Alex,
show so we can interview you so you can lose your next fight.
Hey, I would literally sit like this.
Fuck, dude.
Hey, shout out honestly, my boy Derek, bro.
Hey, shout out Derek, bro. He's a beast, man. But we can't have fighters on the week of their fight. We got to get fighters off.
So Vince,
I think it's a better vibe.
Here's the thing, Vince. We've had a couple fighters on our show already, and they've lost every time they're on our show.
What?
I think we got to do what Nick said, not week of, but like 2 weeks before. Let's see if that does it.
You guys had Derek Brunson on the show?
Yep.
What?
No, we've had Devin Clark and then my homie Federico Flores who fought this past week.
Oh man.
Sorry, not a combate fighter. All right, guys. Opening the main card was the Bobby Green and Nasrat fight. Bobby Green looking good. Houston loves him.
He's so fun, man.
I hope that guy makes a run. I don't want him to do this back and forth losing, winning thing. He just needs to get 4 wins, call out someone. He's
you know who he should fight next, though?
Khamzat.
A fun fight? Him. No. He should fight Brad Riddell. That's a good fight.
That's good. I like that one.
Know who I think he should fight?
Michael Chandler.
No cheers, dude.
No. Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor's ranked number 9. I'm surprised Bobby Green's not ranked, bro. Dude, he beat the shit out that kid, bro. Like, he beat the living shit out of Nasrat. And Nasrat just fought Dan Hooker, who's ranked number 8. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give Bobby Green an actual fucking name or rank him at least.
Yeah, how come he's not ranked, bro?
Yeah,
because
he's
it's
not even
Tuesday.
fucking ranked.
He's updated.
He's only won 2 fights, though. That's the problem.
I know, but he's beat some good people, bro. Give him Conor. I want to see him fight Conor McGregor. That's who I want to see him fight.
That'll never happen, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I can't believe he's still ranked number 9.
Bro, he hasn't won a fight. I mean, he's never won He's won.
It's just greatness,
one
bro.
fight
like,
at lightweight.
Pay attention.
He won one fight at lightweight in 2016, and from 2016 to 2022, he is still ranked in the top 15.
But how many videos does he have? How many videos does he have of him laughing, eating ice cream? How many of those does he have?
I guess that keeps you in the rankings, bro.
It keeps you in the rankings, bro. Social media.
Yeah, bro. He did. Connor's the GOAT. He posted a picture on Instagram, and it was his thighs, and he said, "Hot dogs." I said, "Like the photo." Yes, please.
Share to story.
I was like, favorites.
Bookmark, save for later.
Yo, he did some cringy stuff on Instagram. I'm so confused sometimes.
He's crazy, bro. That dude is
He's wild.
Out. He loves getting coked out and then going on social media.
Dude, he just took I was like, I've never seen a man just do a scrolling of photos of his thighs and put hot dogs.
I'm gonna do that tonight, I think.
You should. You should. All right, guys. Did you guys? Anyone here want to shout out anything from the undercard? We had Andrei Arlovsky fighting. Who else did we have?
Dude, you guys watch the
Kyler Phillips,
Marcelo Rojo?
Yeah. I missed that fight.
Kyler Phillips. That was a crazy fight.
Hey, Kyler Phillips is so good, bro.
He's hella good.
And then I like Ronnie Lawrence. He fought on the early prelims. He was beating the shit out of this guy named Mana Martinez, and Mana Martinez like actually caught him right like at the end of the last, like towards the end of the last round. But hey, that Ronnie Lawrence guy, because he don't look like a fighter. He looks like a realtor or some shit. But he's so fucking good at fighting, it's insane. So I liked that fight. I thought that fight was
really Ronnie, good. Bro.
And then
let's get him on.
Just want to do a cheers to the only fighter that matters on the undercard, Roxanne Modafferi. She retired.
Oh, shout out.
Gotta love her. OG. women's fighter. The best.
I need to get those.
Vince, anything you want to shout out, or are you good?
Yeah, I wanted to shout out Roxanne too. Congratulations on the career. Hope she does good things. And
he's gonna go to grappling. I love that.
Oh, nice. And yeah, it's good not to see the end of somebody like that. She's just a good personality. But the second thing that I wanted to shout out is I'm calling on the authorities, the government, the state, whoever's involved to reinvestigate the death of Bob Saget. I suspect foul play, and I demand answers.
My boy died from a head injury, bro. Someone beat him or something happened, bro.
They're talking about like the force that must have been applied and how it was not how logical based on this and that, and it wouldn't have made sense, all these things. And then there was an interview with supposedly one of his really, really close friends. And at the end of the video, the guy says, it's like on it has like a ton of views. It's on like some news station. And the guy's like, leave it alone. Why dredge stuff up? And it's like, why would you say the most suspicious sounding thing ever? Why drudge stuff up? Like,
no one talks like that unless you're in a TV show about murder.
I'm like, is this on Alex's Jones YouTube or what are you talking about,
bro? Is this some like YouTube sleuth shit, bro? Where people like just read articles and they're like, I don't think Bob Saget died the way people say. You know what I mean? Because it's like
pause. What voice is that?
That's the most acting I've ever seen Nick do.
That's YouTube sleuths, bro. That's YouTube sleuths. I've
never seen Nick do a character in my life.
But also though, like people, because didn't they say that he like passed out and then just hit his head and died? Is that what happened?
That was one of the stories. Yeah.
Yeah. But that happens a lot. Like people just be passing out and they just hit their head on something, and then they either have a severe traumatic TBI or they're just in a coma, like it sucks though. But if you do think there's foul play, send me some links. I want to look into it. I like this kind of stuff.
Shout out to Eddie Bravo. Let's get to our We Out Here morning. Let's get through some of these. Nick mentioned this one earlier. Khamzat says he beats Izzy in 1 round.
I think 1 round, bro.
In 1 round, I believe Izzy, a reporter said this to Izzy while he was at a press conference, and Izzy said, okay. So I asked you guys to quickly choose, does Khamzat beat Izzy right now? Vincent, we'll start with you.
Yep.
Nick, go.
Yes.
Alex, be honest with yourself.
I think he smashes Izzy.
Oh, fuck.
And I say no, because I'm not cucks like the rest of you. Next news story. Kevin Holland beats up another internet troll. Oh my God, I'm loving this. I think I saw this online, and my favorite part about that whole beating was just throwing round kicks like it was a heavy bag, and the guy slowly
like tie pads.
Wow. That's
what
exactly what it was.
Funny, dude. It was great.
Yeah, this is awesome. I love this. I know people have been saying like, oh, there should be a TV show where fighters fight internet trolls. I'm like, yo, Mayhem Miller, shout out to him. Was doing that back in the day, bully beatdown. But holy shit, would I love to see Kevin Holland interact with people on Instagram or on Twitter, and then they beat up each other somewhere at a location that the fans choose, and he just fights them. What do you guys make about this whole Kevin Holland beating up internet trolls? Vince, you look like you're doing like a weird smirk.
It's great for content, but I think it's pathetic. I think he's stroking his ego. I think that's the only way he's going to rack up wins. His last 3 fights, he can't get a win, so he's out there trying to make up for it on the street. Where
he got headbutted, bro. He got headbutted, bro.
And then and it's like you're giving
look at Alex's face.
You're giving the trolls exactly what they want. You're not supposed to feed the trolls. Most celebrities or whatever don't even want to admit that they even read their DMs. But now you're flying people out to fight you. Like, what were you like? Were you?
That's so cool.
I don't know. You got to be having like a big hole to be filled to be flying out strangers. I'll show you. I can beat you up. You're a professional fighter. You should be able to beat them up. You don't need to waste your money on you should be spending more money on a training camp so you could get some actual wins, not spending money on nobody so you could beat them up. Someone's gonna get hurt. Someone's gonna sue him. Someone's gonna show up with a gun. It's ridiculous. But I want to see if I can make videos.
I was on board, but I hear Vince's take. I'm kind of on Team Vince.
Bro. So, like,
I wish I hope I'm never one of Vince's kids when I get in trouble.
He paid for those guys to come.
Yeah, he flew them over.
Flew them out.
There was some kind of a deal. If they won, he'd pay for the full hotel and whatever. But he at least paid for the flight and I don't know whatever else. But there was a deal he would have paid for more if they won.
So I flew to Vegas for $50. So
I was going to be like, yo, let's all
trips.com
say how much we like this and get Kevin on the show, but I guess that's not a possibility.
And you know what? You could get him on the show. Tell him you guys all want to fight him in a match. He'll be right there.
Hey, Kevin, if you're watching this, you skinny dude, I'll fuck you in the butt. Meet me
you
here.
Skinny dude. And you think all 4 of us could fight Kevin Holland?
I think yes, all 4 of us.
Nick can fight Kevin Holland.
Dude, Kevin Holland's so tall, he'd jab me from across the fucking room, dog.
Just headbutt him.
Oh, hey,
I could jump up high.
Kevin Holland,
you see that?
bro. In context, though, but fuck.
In context.
Okay, you know what, Vince? I think you're wrong. I think this is great for an athlete. Why? 1, it helps his career. It gets him some clout. 2, he's not fighting. He's fighting trolls. I want you, Vince, Grandmaster, Mexican martial arts, think about all those comments that you don't read where assholes are talking shit about you for all the hard work you do, the stuff you do to put money on your table for you and your daughter's 18 fucking activities she does. She plays volleyball. She swims. She does surfboarding, whatever that is.
Yep. Surfboarding.
Surfboarding, dude.
They don't even live by
California.
Huge. Look, I do want to say, I do think that there is a narrative because I talked about this a lot on my podcast, but not podcast, but show.
Billy the description.
I talked about there is a narrative that there is to be explored because he hasn't won his last 3 fights. There is the possibility. It reminded me of that episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, completely within context. It reminded me of that one episode where he actually hired someone to attack him so that he could look hard in front of his girlfriend. And I was wondering, I don't know. This is just, is he hiring people so that he could get that Wikipedia up? Is he having people fly out so that he can get that street cred?
That'd be genius. I think that's genius if that's true.
We're all talking about it now.
I like it. It's a good move. I'm a fan. Guys,
I'm a fan. I like it.
Here was a meme sent. Izzy pokes at Jon Jones. Alex, we can put this photo up. I thought it was pretty funny. I think we would all agree it's funny. Izzy, I don't know how Izzy's probably never gonna fight Jon Jones. So I don't know why he likes to stir the pot. I guess it's just fun.
Because he's an easy target, bro.
Like, look at this, dude. Jon Jones wrapping a Valentine's Day gift for his fiance.
That's so funny.
If you are listening, it's the guy putting hand wraps on his hands.
And wrong too, because look, the Velcro part's about to be on under his fingers, which makes no sense.
There's a lot of echo there, huh? All right, we can close that.
Yeah. I think it's because of the doubles.
Here, no, I'll do this. My bad.
We're good.
There we go. What I was saying was they were putting the wraps on wrong because that part that's
supposed to be on the wrist.
It's supposed to be on the wrist. That shit's about to be under his fingers. So I don't know what the fuck.
Oh, what brand or agency agreed to this photo? That is so fucked up.
That's actually Jon Jones. You guys know that?
Here's my whole thing about this. Here's my whole thing about this. It's like, yo,
tattoos.
Jon Jones would destroy you. Bro. Honestly, 100%. If Jan, a middleweight guy who's not a grappler, can manhandle you like that, what do you think?
Bigger, though.
What do you think Jon Jones would do to him, bro? Jon Jones would have his fucking way with him. So
I think Izzy fucks up Jon Jones, bro. If all weights were equal, dog. That's what I think.
I don't know, player.
That's what I think, bro. That's what I think.
If his shoulders were like 2 feet wider and he had the frame to support the weight, possibly. I could see that.
Yeah. You guys are tripping.
If you could carry the weight correctly.
All right, guys. Let's jump to one of the stories in the bottom. I love this one a lot. Khabib KOs Max Holloway in a boxing match. ... I'll pull that video up in the metaverse.
Is that crazy, bro?
Dude.
Did you guys watch any of the videos?
I watched it.
I did, and I got a virus.
The Russian tensions are high right now, bro. You gotta watch out. What kind of websites you go on.
In context.
What I love about this is that Max kind of looks like he doesn't know how to strike. Just watching him is what my sister looks like when she plays this game. But Khabib, bro, looks like he's actually fighting right now.
So the match right before this, it was a whole. I watched the entire thing. It was weird. So I thought we got bamboozled at first because the buildup was supposed to be Max versus Khabib, and if you see the whole thing, you see Max fighting Makhachev, and it's like, what? They pull a fast one on us. What's going on? Makhachev was doing the same thing as Max. You look at Makhachev, and he's just going like this. It's like, what are they doing? It's like a 11 a.m. kickboxing class or something. Like, they're not even really trying. They're just going like this the whole time. Khabib comes in, and he's treating it like a real fight.
Bro. Hey, my boy Khabib, like, shuffling back. He's moving. He has his head off the center line when he's jabbing and shit, bro.
And he was talking trash. He was like, who's best boxer in UFC?
Dude, he was talking kind of shit. There was a really funny, interesting interview and exchange between Max and Khabib, and the interviewer was like, can you guys just walk us through what it was like when you guys were slated to fight each other? And Khabib is like, Max, like, let's be honest, bro. Like, and they're trying to be cordial. Like, oh yeah, it was like, yeah, oh yeah, it was kind of a crazy time. And then Khabib turns to Max, and they're both competitors, right? And he goes, how good in shape were you in? And he goes, I think I had like 4 rounds. And he goes, oh, well, what about wrestling though? You're talking about striking. I'm gonna wrestle you. And he goes, you're coming off vacation. You probably wouldn't have been ready. And then it gets kind of awkward.
It got weird.
They both kind of want to be like, well, fuck you. Like, I'll fight you right now.
and then like Max was like, he told him I'll take him to the deep water. And Max is like, that's all right. I like surfing. Yeah. And then he's like, no, deep water, brother. Like, he wouldn't let it go. It was weird.
Hey, all I know is that, hey, if they boxed in real life, my boy Max fucking him up right there. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Shit, that was like a quadruple jab.
Khabib's got that heavyweight power now, though. He's got those legs.
Bro, he's like 190 or some shit like that right now. 200.
He probably 200.
Yes, guys, those are our news stories. You know what we should do? We should do a Mexican martial arts Out Here MMA charity boxing metaverse tourney, and we should all do it for our individual charities. That would be fun. We should do that. I'm fighting Vince first. This guy talks too much shit about Izzy. All right, guys. New fight announcements. A fight that makes us act up. Just announced. I don't know if there's a date though, but Brian Ortega versus Yair Rodriguez. Let's do some early picks for this fight. Alex, you curve that wrist like that.
I feel like I called this shit. I said this was the fight they were gonna make, and I think Yair is about to go in there and Yair Brian Ortega. You know what I'm saying? That Yair finna hit the Yair. You feel me?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think I'm going T-City, bro.
T-City. Wow. You think he just takes him down? But he loves to box and stand up.
I think he goes like this, dude. He's like that, bro.
Hey, Vince, what move do you think he does? Do it without saying it, but just making a noise.
Like that. What is that?
I feel like most people would want to say guillotine, but I feel like he's really cranking the Kimura right there.
All right, so exactly
that's
what
a DDT, bro. That's a DDT. You freaking idiots.
Yeah, Alex, I'm with you,
guys. It's a DDT.
Oh, I completely answered wrong again, but I mean, just like he did with the Derek Lewis thing, but all right.
Alice was like, hey, Vince, when you pick how he wins, just show us. And Vince immediately tells us with his voice.
Okay.
He's like, yes, and this bit. And it's like, nah, man, fuck your bits.
I'm used to working solo. I'm not good at it.
He's like, I don't do camaraderie. I'm gonna have to go with Yair.
Apologies.
Yes. I love Ortega, but we're gonna have to go with Yair. All right, guys, let's get to our quick pick picks with Alice Acosta, Nick the Ear, and Mexican martial arts, aka Grandmaster. We got a fight at the UFC Apex. We got a main event: Johnny Walker versus Jamahal, our boy Hill. So let's make these quick, gentlemen. The show is coming to a close. We'll start in reverse order. Vince, who do you got?
Hill. Walker's falling apart. He came in with a big ego and a lot of confidence, but I don't know, much like Ronda, much like Conor, Much like someone else I was talking about recently, I forgot. Once you realize you're not invincible, it just kind of messes with you. John Mahill, up and coming. I think he's gonna have the confidence to just keep rocking this guy.
I love it. Nick, let me guess. Jamal.
Jamal, baby.
Let's go.
Best tattoos in the UFC.
I was just going to say John Mahal because he has the worst tattoos I've ever seen. But I do think he knocks out Johnny Walker.
Johnny Whittaker, guys.
Whittaker.
I think it's gonna be 4-0. Jamal Hill. I think we all like him. All right, we got Kyle Dawkins versus Jamie Pickett. This was an interesting one. We have the Night Wolf versus the white guy.
Is that 195 too or something?
What are you feeling at this, Vince? What are you feeling?
I'm gonna say Pickett because we were just talking about Booker T.
Ooh, good.
In context.
In context, we were talking about Booker T.
Context, bro.
Context. Nick, who you got? 5-time?
I'm gonna go Kyle Dawkins by
Why?
headbutt, bro.
But why? But why?
Hey, doesn't he look like the Caucasian Diego Sanchez?
Kinda.
I don't know. That's what I see.
Do you feel like he works out his left thigh more than his upper body?
What's going on?
Why is
like
the
he
left
looks
thigh
uncomfortable.
massive, but his upper body is small?
He looks really skeptical.
Him and his brother both have like kind of like odd shaped bodies.
His brother's a cop, right? At heavyweight?
Yeah, Chris
Okay.
Dawkins.
He's the cop at heavyweight.
That just got fucking blown to pieces by Derek Lewis's right hand.
No pun intended. Alex, who you got on this?
I think Kyle Dawkins wins, honestly, by decision.
Bro, look at his reach though. He's getting knocked out.
I know.
I'm gonna go
Say
with
by DDT.
I'm gonna go with Jamie Pickett because
Hey.
cool tattoos.
It's our boy.
We
Let's
got
go.
Alan
Skip me,
Baldots
bro.
versus Parker, aka Big Old Titties Porter. I love this guy. I'm picking first. I don't care. I'm going with Big Old Titties Parker Porter. Come on the show. We love you. You're a beast. Alex,
Parker
you got
Porter, bro.
Bro, you know I gotta go with my big old titty brother, bro. Parker, big old titty Porter, baby. Let's go.
Nick.
Dude, I got Parker Porter, bro.
Say his
He
name.
looks like
Say his real name.
his name is Parker Porter, bro. I'm not gonna say big titties because that's not okay. I'm
Big
gonna call
ol'.
them cum gutters, though. I'll call
Ooh.
them cum gutters, my
Some-
guy.
Some milk udders.
No, is that worse?
That's worse, man. Vince, who you liking on this?
I'm down with PP. Parker Porter.
Let's
PP.
go,
Let's
PP.
Do you guys remember the game Grand Theft Auto 4?
Yeah, it's the one that's after 3 and before 5.
Do you guys remember the biker gang? He looks like the guy from the biker gang, Parker Porter. Come on. You know what I'm talking about? Only real heads know. Only real heads know.
All right, guys. Do you guys have Jim Miller, who's like a vet in the game, versus
Who's
the
like-
guy with scoliosis,
I only got
Nicholas
one fight.
Mota?
Mota, that means weed in Spanish, right, Vince?
Yeah.
It means mota.
Wow,
I think it might be slang, but yeah.
I got Jim
Vince, who you
Miller.
got?
I don't know. I like Mota. He's a little bit mysterious. Doesn't
Looks
even
like Rey
need to-
Mysterio.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know what his skin color is because he's in black and white right now.
Nick,
Kind
who you
of
got?
he's-
mysterious.
Nick.
I got Jim Miller's.
Okay,
I
Alex.
don't like the way that guy stands. He doesn't look like he's
Um,
ready.
I think I'm gonna go. Jim Miller. I think the vet is gonna take this one.
He kind of
Yeah.
stands like that guy from Shawshank Redemption. No, what is that? The Sling Blade.
Shawshank. I was like Shawshank
Billy Bob?
Redemption.
He
Who from
stands like Billy Bob.
Redemption?
Some French fried taters.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, though, I think.
All right, let's close this out
There
with
you
an
go.
with the knockout around the world, Joaquin Buckley versus Abdul Razak Al Hassan. I'm gonna have to go with the guy from Ghana. That name, fire. Alex, who you got?
I think I'm gonna go Abdul Razak Al Hassan.
For what reason, though?
Because I like the yellow shorts better than the gray shorts.
I love
That's
it.
fire. That's a good reason.
Nick.
I'm gonna go with James Krause's arch nemesis, fucking Joaquin Buckley.
Ooh, interesting. Vince.
I got Abdul. Buckley is a one kick wonder.
Ooh,
It's over.
Seriously though, Abdul, his thighs
Pretty big.
bigger than
Pretty big.
Stacey Cortez.
Bigger than that one from Jim Miller, or who was it? Bigger than that one.
Kyle Dawkins.
Kyle Dawkins.
Be
It
the
was bigger
one
than
left,
Kyle
the left
Dawkins'
thigh.
left leg.
Guys, that's the end of our show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We had a lot of stuff here. We talked about Izzy. We talked about thighs. We also even touched upon Bob Saget conspiracy theories.
I should have said cum gutters at the end.
No, man, stop saying that. No one.
Can we make it a
catching
thing?
on. It's not catching
Come
on.
on,
Stop.
guys, cum gutters. Can we call?
Guys, just remember to follow Alex Left Got a Coast. Remember to follow Nick the Ear. Remember to follow me at Gilbert's. And most importantly, we have to thank our guest, our brother, our husband, our Cristo, Grandmaster, Vincent Vera.
Muse.
Make sure you follow him at Mexican Martial Arts on all the social medias. He's still dropping videos on YouTube, I believe. Yes?
Yes, I'm editing one tonight. Hopefully it's live tomorrow. So by the time this goes live, it'll already be live.
Exactly.
go.
Guys, you know what? I'm going to threaten the audience over there. If you guys don't get this guy like 500,000 views on every video, he's going to quit. So if you don't get 500,000 views on these videos, he might just quit. And then what are you going to watch now? Shab? Exactly.
The Weasel?
The Weasel.
Yeah. The Weasel.
Who's the Weasel?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Suicide Squad. Duh.
Yo, watch Peacemaker. It's good, guys.
I know.
All right, hit
It
that
is good.
music.
It's really
It
good.
is good.
Hit that music. Hit that music.
You got stabbed by Carlito.
Here's the
We
thing.
love you guys. Follow us at We Out Here MMA. Believe in yourself. Follow your heart. Remember, we'll see you at the Metaverse.
Okay.
My shoe. I threw my shoe too far.
Vince, that's so disgusting. Oh, my husband.
Welcome to the